Hey guys, so I'm gonna make a video about breaking down your high nicotine level e-juices down to something more tolerable. I myself was a light smoker. I don't like strong throat hits. This here is Tea and Cake by Rogue Vaping. I'm using my cell phone video camera here, so please be a little patient. This is a 24 milligram. I don't know if you can see that there. Anyway, it's 24 milligrams. There it goes. That's too high for me. That would burn my throat. It would burn my nostrils, and I didn't enjoy it. What I decided to do was break it down. I went onto a website called, I believe it's called esigvape.com. And I used their this one here, the e-liquid calculator, 10 flavors plus PG VG adjusting. That allows you to, it'll give you the amount of, exactly the amount of PG and VG that you'd want to add. For some reason I found the amounts to be exactly 50-50, 1 for 1, 1 milliliter for 1 milliliter, which I found a little weird, but that's fine, whatever. I'm going to adjust my flavor to just 1. And set the number. Okay, and now we're just gonna plug in what we need to do here. So, 1 minute. Get the stuff out of the way. All right. So my original base nicotine level was my original e-juice. That's 24. Okay. Assuming it's 50-50, I honestly don't know, but it does seem, it tastes like it's 50-50. My target level is 12. That's something I feel it's tolerable, and I enjoy it when I just want something different from the 0 and 6 milligram juices I tend to vape. My amount to make my original bottle is actually 10 milliliters, but I'm making a new batch, and I plan to use half of that 10 milliliter and add another, along with the PG and VG I will be adding to it. So basically I'm going to make myself 8, just to kind of leave a little space in the bottle. I do have my sample bottle is a 10 milliliter bottle. It's about the same as the right one is 10 milliliter, the left is also 10. Okay. I decided not to add any water to my new mix just because the viscosity of my PG and my VG is fairly smooth. It's not all that thick. I don't know if you can see it here, but you can see it's not like that syrupy stuff you often see in other videos. Also my PG here. So I didn't think I needed water. I thought the water would be fine, and it really was. My flavor initially, I knew the flavor would be broken down a bit, and it was, but initially I started it off with 0, and I actually increased that later on. But I find that my flavor tastes are often a lot stronger. Like I usually require very strong tastes. I don't know. I just need strong taste. I feel like I need to taste whatever it is I'm vaping in every single vape. I don't enjoy it if I don't. So just right now, for now, I put 0 as my flavor, and I would adjust it later on. So we press calculate, and you get this nice little recipe here. You have the original, you have the original 24 milligram e-juice. You would add 4 milliliters out of that bottle. Remember, it's a 10 milliliter bottle, so we're okay. For my PG juice, we add 2. My VG, 2 as well. I prefer to count milliliters, by the way. I tend to avoid drops unless it's like, less than 30. Because I don't like counting so much. I also, I've had experience in chemistry classes and whatnot, so I'm confident with my milliliter counts. And the water and flavor was 0 initially. I combined those, and the result was this here. This here, right here, my sample bottle. You can tell that you could see that's diluted from the original here, this one here. And so is the flavor. However, the nicotine level was then tolerable. I had a bit of a throat hit, but I overcame it within 5 to 6 puffs, I would say, or vapes. But again, the flavor was definitely lacking. I just felt like I was puffing nothing, and I was missing out on the flavor. So what I decided to do was take some of my flavoring from Lorraine cheesecake. Why did I choose cheesecake? Well, because this flavor is called tea and cake. I personally don't have tea and cake flavor. I don't have tea or cake flavor. And I'm sure even if I had the the flavors, they wouldn't have been the exact same flavors that Rogue Vaping has. So I added cheesecake. Initially I added, I believe it was 20 drops, and it wasn't enough. Like I said, I'm a strong flavor person. I need my flavor in every vape. I then added 30 more drops, believe it or not. So a total of 50 drops of cheesecake flavor added to my diluted nicotine sample. And I gotta say, it's good. It's ended up well. So instead of chucking this out or giving it to a buddy who's a higher nicotine level person than I am, instead of wasting my money, basically, I was able to produce this, and I used almost, I would have to roughly assume something like 50 cents to $1 worth of this stuff here, VG and PG. And I used about $2. This was a $5 bottle from the store I have nearby me. So I used about $2.50 worth of that, and I was able to save my juice, save my money, basically. And see, there wasn't much in the way of cheesecake used, somewhat, but this is basically, I guess you could say, equivalent to, this bottle on the right cost me $5. You could say this is equivalent to roughly my sample here, a $3 bottle. So, I saved my money. Okay. And let's see how it vapes. Let's see here. This is my little X6 here. I have a ammo coming in the mail sooner or later. All right. It seems to vape pretty well. And the flavor is good. I feel like it could be a little stronger, but I don't want to push it. I don't want to go vaping just pure flavor, So I enjoy the experience. I don't see too much online as how to break down current e-juice nicotine levels. There are a lot of videos about how to make your own e-juice. There are a lot of videos about, starting from a basic nicotine pure samples, I guess you would say, I don't know, pure mixes. But there's very little about diluting what you already have in order to save your bottle of juice, and making something that's just a lower level nicotine, lower nicotine level bottle. All right, so I hope you enjoy this. I'm actually going to continue experimenting with my juices here, and vape on.